when are people going to stop getting triggered by Trump? He is trolling you. When are they going to get that? It's so unbelievable that they keep falling for it. And he just, he keeps getting them time and time again. Look, this is the latest thing he's done. Thanos creator labels Trump a pompous fool. You're a pompous fool after Avengers tweet. God damn it. God damn it. Don't you understand? He is trolling and you are feeding the troll. He is so happy that you've responded to this. For God's sake. And also, it's just a meme. Get over it. Let's see what's gone on here anyway. So this is a short video that I think Trump brought out on his campaign. His campaign team brought it out on Twitter or something like that. The tweet from Mr. Trump's campaign put his head on Thanos' body. So imitation, they say, is the most sincere form of flattery, but recycling pop culture for politics can backfire. I don't think it has backfired. Everyone who supports Trump is finding this hilarious. A lot of people who don't support Trump are finding this hilarious, and a bunch of idiots are getting triggered again by Trump making a silly meme or a joke. It's just, for God's sake, criticize him for things that are legitimately wrong about his policies, or I don't know, criticize something of substance about him, even his character, even make ad hominem. But for God's sake, look at this. This is just so crazy how they've reacted to this. On Tuesday, the creator of Thanos called US President Trump a pompous fool after his team used the Marvel villain in a campaign video. A doctored Avengers clip showed Mr. Trump's head on Thanos' body. They have to say doctored, it's doctored clip, so it's manipulated in some way. I mean, I know it literally is. They put Trump's head on Thanos' body and whatever. But, they're almost using doctored in a way, so, make sure you understand it's fake. He wasn't actually in the Marvel comic movie. He didn't play Thanos, Trump. No, you're getting that confused with Home Alone 2. Anyway, so it then showed him to declare his re-election in 2020 inevitable, clicking his fingers to wipe out his political opponents in the process. After my initial feeling of being violated, really, you felt violated. You are calling someone else pompous when you, the creator of a superhero movie, you feel violated because someone uses your character in a meme. You massive man-child. I mean, come on. After my initial feeling of being violated, seeing that pompous fool using my creation to stroke his infantile ego. God, you must, how long did he spend writing this tweet? Or this was a tweet, I guess. How long did he think about the wording of this? Seeing that pompous fool using my creation to stroke his infantile ego. It finally struck me that the leader of my country and the free world actually enjoys comparing himself to a mass murderer. No, he doesn't. It's a meme. It's a meme. A meme. God, Jesus, said James Starlin. I hope that's his real name, by the way. And I know Stalin doesn't, Joseph Stalin doesn't have an R in it, but kind of funny. Gotta admit, someone going on a rant about the right-wing president, and he's called Jim Starlin. Anyway, who introduced Thanos in the 1970s, Poor guy, I know, but I'm sure his intentions are good, whatever, but Jesus Christ, come on, get over yourself. Fuck, how sick is that? He's sick. Well, he might be, but not for making a meme about Thanos. These are sad and strange times we're going through. Fucking hell, maybe that's true, but not for the fucking meme about Thanos, for God's sake. Fortunately, all things, even national nightmares, eventually come to an end. What do you want, Starlin? Shut up, Starlin. He is Starlin. Literally. They come to an end. Is he Thanos now? Maybe we should make a meme with him as Thanos. Would that make him feel violated as well? Feel doubly violated, I imagine. He told the Hollywood Reporter. Oh, so this wasn't a series of tweets. It was in a newspaper or whatever. Starlin originally came up with a supervillain in 1973 when he made his first appearance in the Invincible Iron Man book story, whatever. The tweet from Trump War Room accounts, which describes itself as being managed by the Team Trump 2020 campaign, hashtag, showed Mr. Trump as Thanos obliterating a group of Democratic politicians holding a news conference to announce articles of impeachment against the president. It's a joke, for God's sake. They're trying to impeach him, and the guy, kudos to him here. Like, for all of the bad stuff about him, fine, whatever, but come on. He could be getting impeached. He could be the third president in the history of the United States to get impeached. And he's there making fucking memes about it. He doesn't care. This guy's amazing. In that sense, he's amazing, And why? And of course he wants you to all get triggered about it. That's the thing that I don't understand. When you are giving him the reaction he wants. And then calling him childish. His childish ego. When you're talking about how you feel violated. Because someone made a meme of a character you invented 45 years ago. Get over yourself. Anyway, let's have a look at it here. We've got the video here. It's House Democrats can push their sham impeachment all they want. President Trump's re-election is inevitable. I think that was pretty spot on, that impression. Let's see what. I bet this was actually quite funny. Let's have a look. God damn it, play. Play, god damn it. It's not playing.
I am inevitable.
On this solemn day, I recall that the first order of business for members of...
There you go. That's it. That's what's triggered them so much. Seriously. That's it. That's how ridiculous politics has got now. First of all, that the guy puts that stuff out there. It's pretty amazing that we've got a president, that the US has got a president that's doing shit like that every day. But it's kind of funny. Even if you hate the guy's guts, you've got to admit he's got a sense of humour. It's just... And then they're saying, oh, he's comparing himself to a mass murderer. Do you understand what this means? It's like, no, calm down. It's a meme. It's a joke. God damn it. Anyway, the scene comes from Avengers Endgame when Thanos says, I am inevitable, and snaps his fingers in an attempt to destroy all existing life in the universe, only to discover his gauntlet no longer has the power. Ooh, he's comparing himself to a mass murderer. He didn't compare himself to Starlin. Hey, you can't help it. That's his real name. I actually looked it up. It is his real name. Poor guy. The responses on Twitter included one from historian and author Kevin M. Cruz, who noted, "You've made Trump a supervillain and depicted him in the scene where his plan to kill everyone in the universe falls apart due to his arrogance and incompetence." Zinger. Whoa. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Why are you thinking so much about this? Fellow Twitter user Andrew Madsen joked, "No way anyone involved with this saw the last two Avengers movies. You don't know what happened." Nobody cares. First of all, adults, why are you watching Avengers movies? Just going to get that out there. I haven't watched any of these Marvel comic movies. Any of them. Actually, I don't even know which one's a Marvel comic. Is Deadpool Marvel Comics? I don't know. I don't care. I watched that one. That was all right. That was pretty good, actually. The rest of them look like shite. But that's a personal opinion. Whatever, God damn it. Who cares? Who cares what actually happened in the film? It's a joke. Another operating under the name Why Galanter suggested the latest tweet, just like Mr. Trump's recent photo showing his head on Rocky's body, was a method of trolling and triggering libs, referring to liberals. Did you know that when he said triggering libs, he was referring to liberals? Thanks, BBC, for clearing that up. I'm with it now. Thank you, BBC. Yeah, obviously. Well done, why Galanter, or whatever, however you pronounce yourself. That's exactly what this is. Of course he's just trying to troll or trigger people. It's also probably not that bothered. He's just making a joke. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to repeat that, but, you know, anyway. The POTUS, the President of the United States, isn't the first and won't be the last politician to harness pop culture for their own ends in an attempt to make them seem more relatable to the voting public and get their message to go viral in a social media age. But he's the only one who's doing it in a funny way. Like, he's not going out and he's not brought a rap out. You know, he's not talking about hot sauce. He's not putting on a funny accent like you know, some of them do. He's just made a meme that's kind of funny. You can find it more or less funny, doesn't really matter, but it certainly achieved its aim. You know, supporters of Trump are going to find it hilarious. As I said, a lot of people who don't support Trump, I think, are going to find it hilarious. And there's a load of silly people who are going to get triggered by it because they don't like Trump. But don't get triggered by it, for God's sake. Don't let it distract you from what you genuinely think is bad about Trump. It's a joke. However, politicising the much-loved characters, movies, songs and games risks being met by a backlash. Of course it does. People get triggered. Earlier this week, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson replicated a scene from Richard Curtis's classic romantic comedy, Love Actually, to try to get across his Brexit message. Now, what did he do? Boris Johnson. What did he do? Brexit, actually. Brexit, actually. I actually haven't seen this one. So you can see how much I prepared for this video. But it will work now. Now, my gauntlet's not working. Come on! Ballot box, vote Conservative. 12th of December, great. Oh yeah, I remember Love Actually. There was a couple that looked like that a bit. Oh yeah! Yeah, I remember. Thingy. Keira Knightley goes to the door. It's Boris! This is great!
It's carol singers.
You won't come in and tell them bugger off.
Say it's carol singers. Oh my God. I haven't actually seen, with any luck, by next year. We'll have Brexit done. We'll have Brexit done. If Parliament doesn't block it again. And we can move on. And we can move on. But now let me say, your vote has never been more important. The other guy could win, Mr. Corbyn. So you have to make a choice between a working majority or another gridlocked hung parliament, or arguing about Brexit until I look like this. No, this big shaggy Dulux English Shepherd. It's closer than you think. We only need 9 more seats to get a majority. That's not Keira Knightley. And on 12th of December, your vote will make all the difference. All the difference. Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Hadn't seen that. I'm impressed with that. That is funny. That's pretty good.
Enough. Let's get this done.
Let's get this done. Yeah, there we go. Good old Boris. He's always been up for a laugh. Vote Conservative, blah, 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 blah. A quick scroll through the replies shows that many were not happy to see this use of the much-loved film. I'm not happy. I love Love Actually. How did you... Fucking people attacked. Having allergic reactions to a fucking meme again. In anaphylactic shock, the Twitter world went into epilepsy. Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn, meanwhile, was up to something similar on the same day. Let's see what this sack of shit did. Mean tweets with Jeremy Corbyn. Actually, this might be funny. I might like this, but it's kind of an old idea though, isn't it? It's like, if you're not part of the counterculture, you're part of the establishment now. You know, if you're left wing, so they don't really have a sense of humour, do they? But anyway, saw him read out Twitter users' most unflattering comments about him. I bet he fucking didn't. I bet they were not the meanest comments about him. Let's go for it. Let's have a look. Turn the volume up a bit.
I'll bet Jeremy Corbyn will be glad when this election is over so he can go back to wearing his commie hat. What is a commie hat? I wear a cap. It's a bit like when I was told I was riding a Maoist bicycle. It's a bicycle.
Fair enough.
Every household doesn't need the fastest broadband. You absolute Moby. What's a Moby?
I actually don't know. Buffering.
Oh God, this is bad. Anyone else starting to find Jeremy Corbyn really sexy?
That's not a bad one.
University education free to anyone. I'm almost tempted. But on reflection, who will pay for this? Jeremy Corbyn still thinks there's a magic money train.
Oh God.
Yeah, there is.
That's certainly not the worst thing that you can say.
In the Cayman Islands.
God damn it.
Jeremy Corbyn isn't some kind of kindly magic grandpa. Quite the opposite, in fact. Wow. Can someone tell me who Jeremy Corbyn is? The next Prime Minister.
Whoa! Yeah, fuck that. That is, well, you know, I'm being biased. That was all right. Well done, Jeremy. You tried to have a laugh there. Fair enough. Better than, you know, Starlin getting all pissed off about Thanos. Well, there you go. Can politicians borrow from films and TV? Well, Martin Kretschmer, professional of intellectual property law at the University of Glasgow, tells the BBC News that the videos of the President and the Prime Minister are very different under copyright rules. Boris Johnson's spoof of Love Actually is not a copyright infringement, he says. I wonder if my video is a copyright infringement. Probably. I'm not big enough. Nobody's watching, so it doesn't really matter yet. YouTube aren't paying attention, so it's fine. Boris Johnson's... It imitates a style of format no substantial part of Love Actually is taken. This is different for the Trump Twitter video, modifying a scene from the Avengers Endgame movie. Here a substantial part of the movie is copied. So this would be a copyright infringement unless a defense or exception was available. Well, I think there kind of is, particularly in US law. Aside from the clear differences in the style and production, there are also differences in the copyright laws in the US and UK. He explains copyright is a territorial rights, and in each country the outcome of such an assessment would be different. In the US there is a very strong First Amendment right protecting freedom of speech and a flexible fair use defense of copyright infringement. Trump could explain that the Twitter video was a parody. Would he fucking have to explain that? Seriously? Why would he have to explain that? Surely we know it's a joke. Surely somebody out there knows it's a joke, like me. It's a joke. Seriously, is somebody going to take him to court over this? And fall under the fair use exception. Furthermore, he says there is an important distinction legally between a target parody, which makes fun of a copyright work, such as a film or a piece of art, and a weapon parody, which uses work to make a separate point. It has little to do with the actual work. Yeah, it clearly has nothing to do with Thanos. I don't think you're saying Thanos is terrible. Thanos is terrible. Believe me, terrible. Terrible movie. Terrible movie. Endgame. The Avengers. Endgame. Terrible. Believe me. Not good. Not good. No. That's my impressions are really on point today. Trump's Avengers adaptation is of the latter kind and therefore more problematic. Of the latter kind and more problematic. It's little to do with the actual work. It's more problematic. Seriously. Oh, what the fuck? I can't be bothered with this shit anymore. I swear to God. Look, if any of this stuff triggers you... I didn't get triggered by Jeremy Corbyn. I didn't get triggered about how boring his video was. Oh, come on. Come on, Starlin. Starlin! Starlin! I'm done here.